All right. So in this video, we are going to go over all the exercises that you will need for foam rolling 101. It's only 6 exercises, and these are the same exercises you're going to need for the entire program. And these are the exercises you're building your routine every week around. Um, you're just adding, we're going to build up each week to adding more time or more exercises in one day versus one per day, like we are this week. Um, so just learn these few exercises, these 6 exercises, and you'll know how to do everything the rest of the program. All right, so let's start bottom. For most of these, pretty much all of them, you're going to have the foam roller horizontal to your body. So we're going to start with calves. So most of these you're going to want to do one-sided, one side at a time. That's going to allow you to control the pressure a lot more versus just um, doing 2 legs at once. Okay, so go ahead. You want to use your hands. You want to use this foot. That's going to be how we are going to control your pressure. So with the calves, we don't want to go quite up to the back of the knee, just below, down to around our Achilles. Okay. And again, you're just using your hands and your opposite foot to slide back and forth. Nice, slow, and controlled. You can twist the ankle and the lower leg a little bit to get the full width of that calf. Okay. And don't be afraid if you find a tender spot to minimize that roll for a little bit. Wait for that pressure to release a little bit and continue with your full length. Okay, so obviously we want to do the other side after that, but for the purpose of keeping this video short, we'll move on to the next one. So we'll move up the back of our leg now. This would be our hamstring. Okay, so very similar, almost the exact same position, just higher up on your leg from above the back of the knee, pushing through your hands and your opposite foot, controlling for pressure as needed. Again, rolling that entire length right up to where your butt begins, because we'll have a different one for the butt, for the glute. Okay. So again, you can twist the leg side to side a bit to get that full width of that hamstring. Again, you want to do that one each side. Now for the glute, I want to make sure I say this how I wrote it in the document. So for the glute, I also wrote piriformis next to it, okay, muscle that's also in that area. So you're going to want to cross your right ankle. This is if we're doing the right side. Okay, this is if we're doing our right glute. So same position, left knee is our plant knee. We're bringing that right ankle up on top of our left knee, and we're just twisting a bit to that right side. Okay, and finding that area in the glute. Again, you can experiment with a little bit more straight to a little bit more bent into to the right side. Okay, and that's going to allow you to get the outside of that glute almost into the hip a bit. Okay, and again, if you feel a couple pressure points, minimize the amount you're rolling, feel some tension release, and go back to that full length. Okay, if this is too much pressure, put that other hand down, or maybe even drop the foot. Okay, next we'll have to flip over. Okay, foam roller still horizontal. Again, single side here. Now we're going to do hip flexor and quad. We'll do this one together, okay? But you're going to want to spend time on both. I'm just lumping them together. So again, you want to be on only one side to start. That way you can use this left. I'm on my right side. You can use your left foot to control and knee to help you control pressure a bit more. Same thing with your hands. Hands up a bit less pressure, down to a high plank for a bit more pressure. Okay. And then from here, starting in that hip flexor, which was a lot smaller, movement here. Okay, rolling that length. And then this is where you want to start to, you can use that left leg, the arms, start to roll You might have to walk your hands a little bit to roll the full length of that quad. And same thing with the hamstrings and calves. You can twist to one side a little bit, twist to the other to get the inside of the quad a little bit more. Okay. Nice and slow. Return to that hip flexor. Don't forget about that. Now we'll move on to lats. Okay. So now we're hitting the upper body. Our lat runs around from kind of the side of our underarm here around our back. So we want to make sure we're not just rolling our ribs here. Okay, we want to get a little bit towards the back side of our body. And you're just going to lay down here. You can extend that arm across the other. Again, you just want to find positions here that are comfortable for you. And you'll be able to tell if you're rolling your ribs. You'll be able to feel that. You want to twist open a little bit more so you're getting that lat here. And just going right under that armpit area, down the side, but making sure you're not rolling your ribs too much, and you'll be able to feel that. Okay. Last but not least, we got upper back. So key here for extra pressure is getting those hips off the ground a bit. Okay. And then making sure we are not going into the low back. We don't want to roll our low back. Okay. So give yourself a nice little hug or cross your arms here. And again, you're using your feet to control your momentum. And again, moving side to side a little bit as you roll to find different angles and pressure points or areas that you are holding pressure and feel a bit tender and working those out. Okay. So those are the 6 exercises that you'll use every week. Obviously, everyone except for upper back requires both sides. If you feel like you're super short on time and it's going to take you too long, you can try doing things, like the hamstrings doing both at once, but you're going to have a hard time controlling the pressure and really pinpointing areas that way. So I recommend trying each side individually first. If you have any questions as we get this program going and you get the routine each week, feel free to let me know and we can go over any of the exercises again. But other than that, we'll build up to a full body routine. So you're doing a lot more each day, hopefully, as you get comfortable with it. And hopefully by the end, we're all comfortable using the foam roller, and we built it into our daily routine to help our body feel a bit better each day. Thank you.